Portland, 1866. In the most important city north of San Francisco, its people were about to catch a fever, baseball fever. The first outbreak began in 1866. That's when the Oregonian began advertising the activities of the Pioneer Baseball Club, which met near the Oregon Iron Works in Oswego, just south of Portland. The club consisted of white collar men between the ages of 18 and 35, lawyers, bankers, shopkeepers. Their purpose? Play the bat and ball game that had developed in New York City during the previous 2 decades by clubs like the Knickerbockers, pictured here. On August 3rd, the Oregonian recorded the results of a game between two squads on the Pioneers, the batting nine and the fielding nine. To imagine the action, it's helpful to see vintage baseball clubs playing according to 1860s rules. The fielding nine scored 24 runs, and the batting nine scored 28. In nearby Oregon City, another team, the Clackamas Baseball Club, challenged the Pioneers to a match in September, and so, on Saturday, October 13th, the Pioneers and their fans made the 2 to 3 hour journey from Portland to Oregon City by steamship on the Willamette River. This was a gentleman's game, and the Clackamas Baseball Club welcomed the Pioneers to have breakfast first before proceeding to match play. The Pioneers won the contest 77-45, and afterwards speeches and toasts were given as the two cities had strengthened their civic bonds. But what happened next year in 1867 is the big story. Portland, Oregon caught a serious case of baseball fever. From two clubs in 1866, at least 17 different clubs sprouted up in a city with fewer than 10,000 people. That's approximately one baseball team for every 600 residents. And across the Columbia River in Vancouver, Washington, the Sherman Baseball Club formed, composed of Army personnel at Fort Vancouver, so named because some of its members had marched in General Sherman's army during the Civil War. Nationwide journalists reported on towns and cities forming baseball clubs. New York, California, Virginia, Montana, Oregon. Portland was no different. The game being played on a diamond with 9 players in the field and 1 at bat had notable differences from modern baseball. Batters stood just 45 feet from a pitcher's box, not a mound, and pitchers delivered the ball underhand with a stiff wrist, like tossing a horseshoe. Swinging misses counted as strikes, with 3 to an out, but foul balls were not strikes, and umpires mostly warned batters of the need to swing at fair pitches. Barehanded fielding, without gloves, was the norm, a fact that resulted in many broken fingers, and in 1866, you could still make an out by catching a foul ball on the first bounce. Who organized the Pioneer Baseball Club? At the center of that effort was Joseph Butchtel, a man born in Stark County, Ohio in 1830. His family moved to Illinois, and in 1852, he left home and moved west on the Oregon Trail. Like so many Americans in the first half of the 19th century, he was restless and on the move. When he got to Portland, it was scarcely a village with none of the civilization or infrastructure of the East or even the 1870s, but the potential for a town at the confluence of the Columbia and Willamette rivers would have been obvious. Buchtel owned and operated a photography studio. In fact, many of his prints survive and reveal what families wanted to preserve. I suspect Buchtel was something of a tech guy because photography was such a new technology in the 1850s. In 1855, he married Josephine La Tourette. I couldn't find a portrait of Josephine, but this photograph is of Joseph and one of his daughters, probably Lily. The demands of family did not stop his fondness for recreation and civic life. Buchtel's photography shop doubled as a regular meeting spot for the Pioneer Baseball Club, where he served as its captain, manager, pitcher, and left fielder. We don't know what bat and ball games Joseph Butchtel played as a boy in Ohio and Illinois. What we can say is that he helped transfer the sport from the East to the West in the aftermath of the American Civil War. Like millions of Americans from all walks of life, they caught a serious case of baseball fever. These are the sources I consulted for this one. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and thanks for watching.